gorgeous. I said I was going to do a collective reading, and I am going to do a collective reading. But since I want to post on multiple platforms, I'm going to go ahead and silently get the channeled song. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it really quickly. Also, while we do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Mayan astrology set of cards. Okay, happy Sunday. But let this message find you when it's the right time to find you. I'm pretty sure it's going to be speaking in terms of the of the eclipse that's coming, and also of the elevation, for when that elevation finally comes. 3, 2, 1. What do we absolutely need to know? So with this, we have Paranoia by Carly Pearl as a channeled song. So with this being the channeled song that's coming out, I feel like Spirit is like, we have the capacity to essentially like check ourselves what it is that we want to experience. We have Galactic here. We are able to essentially like connect with the higher energies and the higher planets, and essentially like create what it is that we want to experience. If we want to go ahead and experience a beautiful experience while we're going to be here in this planet, especially with how much work that has been done, especially with you stepping into your authority and you owning your ownership and essentially like not being afraid of your voice. I feel like a lot of us were thinking that maybe our time had passed, or maybe we're just not that magnetic, or we were going to go ahead and stay stuck in some situations, just to find out that in reality you needed to just connect, click, essentially like bring your inner beauty outward, not be afraid to express and ground your manifestation, essentially remove and transmute all that energy that was there. Now that you've learned this, we are going to be taking off. You have mastered 50% mastering your alchemy, but this year is going to be like such a unique year. These next couple of weeks is going to be like very transformational to essentially like set you up, because a new horizon is coming. You are restructuring your identity to essentially match with your higher self. That's not an easy feat, but at the same time, even though these personal successes that you are smiling about are happening, we still have to be paying attention to the collective. Because on a societal level, essentially, if we allow what's going on collectively to continue, then we are not going to be able to celebrate these wins for long term. We would only be able to celebrate these wins for a couple of months to a year, and then by then like everything will like essentially like crumble. So you're being put in a position where it's like, okay, we need to do something about something. We need to wake up. We need to act like a collective. We need to essentially get together and do our duty, fulfill our role that we need to fulfill, while simultaneously taking our blessings and holding them down, even with the bittersweetness that it may come with people that you thought were going to go with you, but you actually outgrew, are not going to end up going with you after all. But it's okay, because this is going to be such an abundant year. Even what you think is your cap at abundance is going to actually like surprise you. We are doing a reinvention where you are now showing the masses your mastery. 6:11 on the clock here. All right. We do need to remove all the energy surrounding that were holding us back all of this time. It's going to be time here pretty soon. We've already been getting stepping stones into it. We also have 111. So today is essentially like another 111, or like 111 portal day, right? Essentially, right? Because we have the ones. So this is like some good energy as well. There was a Kazumi that just like essentially passed. It was like also in that moment to essentially release what we didn't want to bring into the new, let go of the past, also call in the new timeline and call in the new reality, even if it's been exhausting to do it thus far. I'm not saying it was an easy feat whatsoever. I've been here with you. I've been pulling the chains too. Yes, it's led to so much burnout at so many times. Sometimes I fall asleep while pulling, but we need to get up and keep pulling. There's a reason for it. So give me one second. I'm so freaking proud of you, because I want you to know that your rebirth is finally almost here. It did take essentially you, like, even though you're exhausted, it did take essentially you overcoming that you weren't going to be able to succeed with all of the collective energy that's happening. But enough people in the collective are deciding that they want to experience a different reality. They're continuing to pull the chains while you take breaks. I just feel like there's different collectives being guided to pull the chains while the rest of us take a little bit of a break and then get back up and essentially continue to pull the chain until this reality finally breaks off, because we're so freaking close. You finally stopped expecting for perfection to happen. And I definitely understand this, because as a creator, it can be hard to essentially create a perfection environment, because we do get worried about like not enough movement or not enough whatever it is that we're saying to be able to catch and grab y'all's attention. So I do understand that imposter syndrome being removed here, but essentially you're like, well, I'm gonna start it because there's just never gonna be a good time. I might as well live my life. If there's $20 in my bank account, what, I'm gonna spend it, because it's gonna get replenished some way, some shape, somehow, some form. I've already decided it, and so it is essentially, right? You needed to release and remove all these limitations, these emotional wounds, these emotional limitations of people speaking against you. You thought these people were in your inner circle, which is why you have to let them go in the first place. They cannot come with you because there are some things that were being said behind your back. It wasn't fair and it wasn't okay and it wasn't fun. But now that you've been told and now that you can transmute the energy that's inside of you, you can proceed forward and essentially like skyrocket the way that you were always meant to, and let them bite the dust, bitch. The fuck. Anyways, let me know how it goes. Let me know. Come back here and comment on this video when you get your full success story. And it's gonna come through wisdom, and it's gonna come through Cancer power and luck energy. There's some heavy Cancer energy, some heavy Virgo energy up in here, just as a heads up. Some heavy energy just as a heads up for my Saturn and Aries energy, removing and releasing Saturn and Pisces, finally moving and stepping forward and embracing Saturn and Aries to be a little bit easier on all of us now. We can finally move forward, so I'm pretty excited about that. Beautiful. We also have some energy as well. So I picked up on all of those things. Let me know if this resonates. Go ahead and comment if this is what you've been experiencing, and let me know when you get your success story. I want you to come back, let us know. Thank you.